Maybe we're wrong. It totally doesn't look sketchy. A dude's on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere with a burner and some white powder and stuff. Well, we are back at the little culvert. This is not where I wanted to come and fish this afternoon, because pretty much everywhere around here, except for right here, is raining. When I say Tennessee's weather is on one, it's on one all the time. So we don't have a ton of time to fish, but the water is actually pretty dang clear. Like, this is much clearer than it was the other day. So we may start off with some artificial stuff. I don't know. Just kind of see how it goes. Got about 45 minutes, hour tops, and yeah, let's see what happens. Content is content, and I need it. So let's get to fishing. All right, we're gonna start out with just a little jig head and a worm. I don't know where I got these little, I guess they're glow-in-the-dark worms, but I'm gonna take and maybe cut them down. I don't know. This water's not gonna be very clear for very long, because the dam upriver from this just started releasing water because of Hurricane Helen. And yeah, this is in between it and so this is going to be a mess before too long. And y'all see that right there, right? That's a storm wall, which means it's probably going to start raining here in just a few minutes. Not gonna lie, I do like those storm walls. I've got a bunch of pictures from various storms over the last couple of years that's come up like that. All right, well, that was long lasting, so jig head crawler it is. Ooh. What is this? Ah. It's our buddy old pal, the drumfish. Not a half bad one either. That one's probably close to a pound or so. Pert near fish. Now that right there, if somebody wanted to eat a drum, that right there is about the perfect size. There we go. But that one chased it for a little bit. Like, he hit it and hit it and hit it, and finally got to where he could get his grubby little mouth on it. Let's do that one more time. Or actually about 10 more times, if I'm being honest, because one ain't enough for a video. Fish number 2. Beast of a yeller base. A yeller base. You can calm your little butt down. Well, I hope you make it back to the water, because I cannot reach you where you're at. Actually, I can. Never mind. I can't now. Fish. He's probably shipped that hook out by the time I get him in. Or by the time I realized he was on. No. If you know, you know. Yellow bass are sharp everywhere. Their gills, their spines, give me my worm back. Everything about one is sharp, especially their scales. That's nicer, and I bet I know what it is too. Yeah. That's another drum, a little bit nicer one. I'll just screenshot my other one so I can have my document for it. There we go. That right there is a good eater size one too. You know, about a pound, 3/4 of a pound, something like that. That is the fun size for the drumfish. Now, drum, once they get up around that 12, 15, 20 pound mark, that's when you're in for it. They pull like a friggin' truck. Was that a bite? Yep. Another fish. Probably a little, yeah, exactly what it was. But yeah, bigger drum, there's something else. They, like I said, they fight like a truck or pull like a truck. Hit like one, they'll make you think you got something crazy on, which big drum ain't no slouch. Best drum bite I ever got into was, oh shoot, I couldn't tell you how long. It's been over 10 years ago, up at the dam upstream from where I'm at. And we caught like 70 something fish that day, and 52 of them were drum, all averaging between about 7 and 18 pounds. And me being the smooth brain that I am, I decided to pull out a 9-foot crappie rod and go after some of those big drum using it and like 4-pound test. That got sporty real quick. Yes, I'm doing my screenshots. But yeah, a 9-foot crappie rod and 4-pound test, like 100 yards of it, that'll make your butthole pucker. But basically what we were doing, we were at the base of the dam and just bouncing little spoons right off the base of the floodgates, and every single cast for about 2 hours was a drum. That feels like another drum, and it is. It's just a slightly smaller one. That right there is a good bait size for like flatheads and stuff like that. But I honestly, the few times that I have used drum as bait, never did too good with it. Now there's people that just kill it with drum as bait, but me personally, not so much. But like the other day when I was up here, it seems like about where the end of my finger is, all along this bank to where this tree's hanging over, there's a little current seam right there, and it seems like everything's just hanging out on that. Bet I know what that is too. That's exactly what it is. Just even smaller. No, you can't have my worm. And I guess the one we caught over here earlier finally got back into the water. But it is, well, 7:30. We're going to give this just a couple more minutes and then probably pick up tomorrow, because it is much darker than the camera is showing. And I honestly don't want to be in this particular location very long, because it's known for some sketchy folk. Like sketchier than me kind of sketchy. Hell, if that ain't my luck. If I ain't snagging on trees out there in the water or above where I want to cast to, I'm snagging on friggin' tree limbs that are laying on the bank. That's totally not relatable to most anglers. There's our another fish. It's also going to be the last one since it's so late. Well, y'all probably can't tell, but it's a little red-ear sunfish. So I'm going to get this thing unhooked, hopefully, get it back, and then we will see y'all sometime tomorrow. Bye-bye, Mr. Fish. Alright, we back up here, and I think I'm getting attacked by a squirrel somewhere up here on this point. But I want to show you something real quick about this spot, that it's not going to be here for a whole hell of a lot longer, for one very good reason. And it's actually because of the bank right here along this right here that's a undercroft. It comes back very, very far. Like this tree right here used to be straight up. This tree right here used to be straight up, as did this one. They've all started to lean toward the water because of that, lack of dirt underneath them, and the root system, everything's getting away. And you can't really tell it, but this right here is starting to sink down also. Also, this bank right here used to be straight out. Now it's starting to slope off. On top of this right here along the road, like this used to be about, well, just that little section right there. Now it's all the way over here to these rocks where it used to not be. And then this right here used to not be this way. Like, this was just pretty much this little section, like right here. I don't know what that was because I wasn't paying attention, but I want to catch that. Not on this rod because this is like 6-pound test, and yeah, it's just a mess. It'd be fun for about 3.5 seconds though. Now, what I would like to do, but it probably ain't gonna happen, is catch a drum or, you know, something of some decent size and fry it right here on the bank. But we've been here about 15 minutes and only got one bite, so they may not be here this evening. Maybe we're wrong. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get that up the bank right here. Don't tell me that thing came off. Nope, it's still on. It's just wrapped up around something down there. Oh, that's rubbing. Oh, shit. It's still on there, but it's wrapped around something down there. I think we got it loose. Oh, what we got us here is a little channel kitty. Now, the question is, it's a nice little channel kitty right there. What that thing is beat up too. Of course, that's probably from where it was wrapped up down there. Let's see if we can get her unhooked. There we go. You know what? I think we're going to just let this little channel cat go, even though that would be a better eater. But in the case of wanting to fry something right here on the bank, I want something like a drum that can, you know, expire pretty quick. But if you're new to catfishing, the way you want to handle or hold these things, especially the smaller ones, is like I'm doing right here. Got a pectoral fin right here, one on this side, and a dorsal fin. These things have very hard barbs that can poke you and hurt. The whiskers, they're just noodly little fleshlings that are really just sensing stuff through smell. Well, that was fun. And I'm probably going to kick myself for throwing that back, but like I said, when you're crunched on time, fish, not real big whatsoever. Kind of surprised you could even get that thing down there. You got us a right pretty little red ear. I guess I ought to get a picture of it. I was actually getting my phone, or trying to get my phone for some B-roll and a picture of that pretty view when this one hit. What are you? Because you just picked it up while I wasn't looking. And you know what? You're what I came up here for. El Drum Bud. Now I know somebody's gonna give me shit. Why'd you keep a drum when you could have kept that catfish? Look, here's the thing, Hondo. Whose channel is this? Mine or yours? Well, I was gonna fish for a little bit longer, but it's getting a little bit late. So what we're gonna do is take care of that drum with some breading and grease real quick. I'm gonna get that mess set up and we'll see you here in just a little bit. It totally doesn't look sketchy. A dude's on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere with a burner and some white powder and stuff. But what I'm gonna do here is take and combine some of the Southern Kernel breading with some yellow cornmeal. And I really need to get a rubber band for that. But I'm definitely winging the amount that I put in here because I really don't know and don't care. This is a spearmint. Yeah, that probably ought to be alright. You want to get that good mixed up. Alright, I got a couple of decent little fillets here. I'm not going to bother with putting them in marinade because I wouldn't really have time to do it. And I don't exactly have anything to wash it off with. So, there's a little bit of blood on there, but I don't think it'll be too bad. So let's drop these dudes in there. I guess next thing we need to do is find my oil, put it in there, and get that fired up. About there. Oh yeah, that is ready. Good clean fillet. Drop it away from us. Oh boy, I tell you what, that sure enough smells good. That cornmeal mixed with some Southern Kernel, which Southern Kernel smells great by itself. Oh man, that smells like biscuits. That smells like biscuits. Gotta make sure they work. You know, it's weird to say that that smells like biscuits because it's fish, but you know, it's more or less biscuit dough. Flip that other one over there. Give them a couple of seconds. Because this thing, I don't fry the fish very long at all, because this pan or this pot being as small as it is, there's not a lot of room there for the heat to dissipate. So it heats the oil up real quick and it cooks it a little bit faster. And that is a little bit of smoke there, but I think she'll be all right. This is just some cheap Dollar General vegetable oil. I actually need to get some out of my other box for that, so that I can refill. But this little burner is just a little thing on Amazon. You can get the canisters of isobutane pretty much anywhere, like Walmart or even places you can get propane. And then the little pot and pan kit's just a little thing that comes with that, and a bowl, and this thing from Walmart for just a couple of dollars. It ain't much at all. Actually, I guess we need the pan, or bowl. I bet these people are like, man, there's somebody up here cooking something on the side of the river. Dang sure is. Kill that heat. Let these things cool down, and I will see y'all here in just a little bit. Alright, it's a little bit dark for this, but I'm running out of light, and these things ain't exactly cooled down all the way. Definitely not as much flavor there as it normally would be, because I usually marinate it in some hot sauce or something like that. But that is actually real good. It came out a little bit more dense, a little bit harder meat, or fish fillet, whatever you want to call it. But it's still a flaky white meat. It's good. Probably won't do it like this again unless I marinate it in something, because there is a very, very large lack of flavor there. But it's still not bad. You get a little bit of that season from the Southern Kernel, Country Kernel, whatever it is. I'll forget it every single time. And a little bit more crunch from the cornmeal. But I don't know, it was weird. When I was frying that stuff, it literally did smell like biscuits for some reason. But anyway, I'm gonna get this took care of, get all my stuff cleaned up, head to the house, get to work on this video. If you like this kind of content and want to support the channel, there will be 2 links in the top of the description. That's my affiliate links with Mule Fishing Supply Company and Creek Life Lure Company. Anytime you buy something through those links, I get a little bit of a kickback. And if you buy something through Creek Life Lure Company or on their website, use code CREEK10 to save 10% at checkout. Hope you like the video. I know this was a little bit shorter, didn't have a ton of catches in it, but you know, weather's been slowing down the content creation, so that's how it is. We'll see you.